Ed Sheeran, you beautiful man. Welcome back. Welcome home. Can we say welcome home
You
now?
can definitely say welcome home. I do feel like
You should.
an Aussie.
You should.
Yeah.
I mean,
Have you bought real estate here yet? Have you got a secret place in Byron Bay or something?
No, not yet. I was one bit of advice I got told by someone was don't buy too many properties.
right.
Yeah.
And if you do, don't tell them where you bought them.
No, just don't buy them because there's upkeep.
Yeah,
Upkeep.
of
You
course.
you have to have someone living there and taking care of it. And yeah.
But you've been shopping in your hometown, haven't you?
Shopping.
Yeah, for more property. Didn't you buy something the other day to
Well,
extend
just
on?
keep extending the place that you've got, don't
Do you know what? It's only when I got engaged, press suddenly took loads of interest. I've actually had those places for quite a while.
Oh, right,
It's
okay.
just now that, yeah.
Yeah,
they know
got ya.
about it. People
I
talking about it.
I like privacy. I think it's good to be boxed in.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's right. Well, why don't we, if we're talking about your place back home, can we talk about this? Because, mate, we're fascinated. You spoke to Zane Lowe about this. the underground tunnels. Have you got
Yeah.
tunnels that go
Tunnel to the
underground?
bar.
Yeah, there is a tunnel being dug at the moment. Yeah.
Now,
Isn't that
so
exciting?
the pub,
really cool.
you've got the pub, you've got the bar, which is away from the house, because if in the future with family, cherry kids, you can go away with the lads. Underground tunnels, you can get down there.
I
and
mean,
have
you
a couple
could
of
just
drinks.
walk across the grass,
Oh,
but
you
I just
could,
thought.
you need to do a
Do
tunnel.
you know what it was? I went to a house over here actually.
Yeah.
That had a tunnel, and I thought
No way.
I'm having one.
Where was that house?
I can't say whose it
Right,
was.
okay.
Oh.
And they had an underground tunnel.
They did have an
Mate, that
underground.
is
Well,
a
did
dream,
you? There was a
isn't it?
rumour going around that Jack Nicholas had an underground tunnel to the Playboy
That's
Mansion from
right.
his house because he was next door neighbours
So
to
he
Hugh
would just
Hefner.
pop up wherever he wanted when he knew when he could hear the music and knew there was a party on.
It's probably true. I don't know.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
But speaking of houses, though, there is actually. I was actually discussing about living here for a little bit, but I don't know when and
Welcome.
and where. But
Can we have a real estate agent?
Is
Can
there
someone
anyone,
sort-
I don't know where. I don't know where I'd live though. I don't know where.
Yeah, where are you thinking? Tough to
Well,
say.
I
the
love.
har-
you
I
love
love
Melbourne,
Gotta
I
don't
go
you?
the
love Melbourne,
harbour.
but I think Sydney's more quintessential.
Yes.
Iconic.
Australia.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to find something to do.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know what.
Well,
I'd do.
you're popular here. Congratulations, mate. A million tickets. It's the biggest tour by any single artist. You've knocked off Dire Straits. 950,000 tickets back in 1986 they sold. So can you maybe do you want to stick it up Knopfler tomorrow night? Maybe start with the Sultans of Swing. Can you
put
do
in
it?
a phone call right now to Mark Knopfler?
Can you do a cover? Do you know any Dire Straits songs?
I do like Sultans of Swing was like the third song I learnt on guitar.
Awesome.
Yeah. So no, I think it's not all down to me. I mean, Frontier Touring have like really pulled it out of the bag
Yes.
this time. I mean, they've like this is as much their victory as mine. So
Yeah.
I'm really happy.
What's
for
that,
mine.
Tommy? Mark Knopfler's quit music.
He's
just
he's
quit.
out.
He's
No,
never
well,
gonna
he
play
has for a
again.
while.
No, he's not coming back.
But
That's
the thing is, I do think someone else could sell that amount of tickets if they came here, because
No,
I think
they
we
can't.
love spending time here, so
Yes.
we'll book a whole month.
Hey,
But I
it
do
shows.
feel like other people will come in for like a week or so, right?
No, well, you knocked off Adele. You knocked off Pink. Pink played 56 shows, but she didn't sell as
no,
many
not
tickets.
stadium shows.
See, that was the one I was wondering whether Pink did more, because Pink's like
Yeah.
national treasure here,
No,
isn't she?
yeah.
She has her own toilet somewhere, right?
Yeah, well,
What a
she-
pink toilet.
In Rod Laver. I think there's a pink toilet in
Does she
Rod
really?
Laver. Yeah.
Plaque on the wall type
I think
stuff.
so.
Do you want your own toilet? We can organise one.
Well, I mean, this
you wouldn't
place
mind.
hasn't been like
It's never been used.
officially open for concerts yet.
You'd
So
have
I'm
a
sure.
fresh bowl.
Yeah.
Can I can I have my own toilet? Can you just?
He's got his
write-
own toilet.
Right,
Good
right.
news.
Ed's shitter.
Sheeran
It's sunny. No one
Can
else
I?
shits here.
Sweet, awesome.
Oh, I love that. Hey, you know what we were talking about the other day? Keithy Urban. We love Keith.
Yeah.
And he was talking about Straight Line, I think the name
No,
of the
Parallel
song was.
Line.
Parallel
Parallel
Line,
Line,
yes.
yeah. And he was talking about the writers' camp that you put together, and I think Julia Michaels went along. Is that right?
So you just
How do you put that
it
together?
was.
that was where the song was
well,
from.
it was something that I like. Loads of people do it, and I just never tried it. So I got a house in Malibu for a week and just invited loads of people. It was quite. I wouldn't do it again. It's quite a head mess because
it?
there's so many things going on, and it's
too much talent.
But that. Yeah, do you know what? Everyone has their own ideas of how a
Yeah,
song
sure.
should be written. So I don't think I'd ever do it again. But that song was one of the ones that came out of it.
So who was that? Do you sit around a bonfire and everyone's got a guitar and you just throw out riffs? and-
Ironically enough, that song
That's
was
what
written
you
around
do?
a fire. Yeah,
Was it
really?
Yeah, it was. And
So-
well, I had the chorus. I wrote that chorus in Sydney
Yep.
in 2015.
Yeah.
I remember I was what?
How funny.
What's the hotel we stay at? The Darling. I was staying
Darling,
in the
yeah.
Darling. I wrote that
Star.
chorus with different verses in the Darling, and I always thought the verses were pretty bad. And then when I got to the writing session, I was like, everyone was like, "Oh, have anyone got any ideas?" And I was like, "Well, I have this chorus. They'll take a little bit of my love tonight." And then, I think Julia.
She's brilliant.
I think she came up with the kind of first verse bit.
And then
Right.
how did Keith get it? How do you pass it on to Keith? Because he's a national treasure as well.
I'm not sure really. I mean, I'm in.
You just let it go. You just
Throw it out.
Yeah, I mean, I've always really liked his music,
Yeah.
and I've always loved country music and wanted to get a country cut. So yeah, I think it just happened like that. It seems to be doing quite well here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
Mate,
It's great.
doing really
We
well.
love Keith.
He's so talented on the
But when-
axe, that guy.
When you
so
look
good
at
on
really
the
good.
guitar.
your songwriting and the emotion behind a lot of it, and you look at Supermarket Flowers, it's just amazing. When you actually played that to your mum, or you said, "Hey, I've got something here," how was that moment? Must have been unbelievably special.
Yeah, it's a moment that I haven't really ever spoken about, and probably won't, just because it was so.
Intimate.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there's 3 members of my family that hadn't heard it, and they all
Right.
heard it at the same time. It's pretty.
And it was a moment of saying, "Mum, I've got something for you."
Yeah, it was pretty intense. Pretty intense.
Yeah, that's
but
great.
but yeah, one of those moments that you just. Yeah, I'll always remember that. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of remember writing it, but I really remember playing it to my mum.
Yeah, sure. Special, mate.
Talking of the family, any chance will they be popping down for a couple of gigs in Australia? Will the family be here at all?
No, they came last time. They came
What?
last
They've
time.
They got
Burnt you.
sick of it, did they?
No, do you know what? It's
Not
just
again,
it's a
Ed.
it's a long way
It's
to
a
fly
long way.
if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
60 years old to fly back and forth places. So they kind of only really come out to. I don't think they're coming out to any shows.
What
this
if
year.
we got them a toilet as well? Would they
Yeah,
would
yeah.
they consider it then?
Ed's dad's shitter.
Can
We
we
get 2
Tommy,
toilets,
Tommy 3
guys.
shitters now we
I mean,
need.
Yeah,
Mum and
for
Dad need
my
monies
mum
as
as well.
well.
Yeah, my mum. I've got to be honest. She's not coming to Perth.
Okay,
She's not.
okay. What about Cherry? Will she drop in on the tour, mate, at all? or-
Cherry's not coming either. No,
No.
It's quite far. It's quite far to just pop in.
Good
Cherry's
news.
got a day job.
Good news if Cherry's not going to be here, because Fitzy and I were talking about organising a Bucks party for you.
Yeah.
Sydney
I mean,
Harbour.
it's the biggest question. Everyone's, the personal question, and we don't want
Leave
to
it
go
up to
there.
us.
So let's leave the wedding to the side and let's go to the Bucks party because
What's a Bucks party?
well,
That's
that's
the
your-
stag do.
stag. That's-
Stag do,
Yeah,
right?
it's where we just go and be men for a day, boys for a day.
I think the regular idea of the stag do sounds a bit like to me. I don't really want to have.
Well, do you
Like,
The
do
awkwardness
your
of-
friends?
Yeah, mate. I went to one and it was the cliched
Yep.
Yes,
thing, and it
strippers.
was just a bit like.
That's horrible. Yeah.
Don't do that.
And see, is the tradition that you gaffer tape them nude to a telegraph pole and a cow comes over and
still-
licks them
he's
and
still
stuff like that?
recovering
Is
from
that
his-
in the middle of a field?
I think
that was a big night
that
for
is a
me.
tradition. Oh, did you
No.
have that? I think that is a tradition. What I would love to do is I'd love to rent a house in the middle of nowhere for like a week and just have it.
Yep.
Like no holes barred, having it. I just don't think it should just be lads only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're more than happy to do the Australian leg.
Yeah.
Leave it up to us.
The wedding's going to be a long way away.
Can we?
'Cause
we can do a few of them
I
then,
don't
Ed.
finish this tour until end of next year.
Well,
Yeah,
you
right.
just
So
tell
you-
us, mate. Just wink at us and we'll know what it means. We'll know what it means.
One man that we will invite. We were chatting to him the other day about you coming here to Australia. Is RC Russell Crowe?
Are you
Yeah.
Are you not entertained? I mean, because last time we chatted too, we were talking about that drink
Yes.
that he does.
Yeah.
And we believe you stuffed it up last time and ended up a bit intoxicated.
Do you know what? I thought I did, and I actually spoke to the journalist that I was with, and he actually has it on tape. I did actually order it right. I think they brought it wrong.
The Teddy. It's called the Teddy. I think he's called.
Is it?
Yes.
Right.
We're gonna have to get you a special.
I call
present.
it. Oh, what?
Now
oh,
this is
right,
our
here we go.
engagement present,
Okay,
Ed.
here we go.
It's and
we
Russell.
should be a little bit honest here
Yeah.
because we had decided we came up with a plaque, right?
Right.
And we were going with the instructions of what we should do. And I said, "RC, got this plaque, mate. It's going to be fantastic. Just want to see what you think." He wrote, "That shit. More better idea out there. Keep thinking." Then he wrote,
Did you make the plaque?
Yeah,
Well,
no,
hang on a minute, 'cause
no,
he said,
this
"I've
is
got a
even
better
better.
idea for
Okay.
you." He said, "You need something classy that Ed's going to put in his bar." He said, "I wouldn't hang that plaque in my bar."
I'm gonna try bidding on his gladiator.
Well, we're going to
let's go
talk
into
about
that.
this.
So this is a cocktail shaker.
Right.
I reckon.
Oh, and it has the ingredients.
it has the
now that is really
That is
dude,
Russell
we
Crowe
thought-
classy.
that is really classy.
And
So
it's
that
got
is-
written on there. Can
The
you read?
teddy.
See if it
Can you
comes
read
out.
on
Look at
there? It's
that.
basic.
That's so cool. That's actually a really, really original, cool present.
Have we
you,
done
Russell
well?
Crowe.
This is classy.
good, isn't
This
it?
is classy.
Yeah, well, that was
You
his
know what?
words.
I rarely get presents that
Impress
were
you?
like original and impress me. This is
Yeah, and
It's
we
good.
got
The teddy.
It's a good one too. We got it from Cheap as Chips. So,
So-
it's it's a proper
So what's
cocktail
it
shaker.
got? What does it say?
It says tequila, ice, passion fruit, water, time.
Time. Well, times
That last
That's
bit.
Russell.
That's such
That's
a
Russell.
thing, isn't it?
Now, on Russell as well, we want to talk to you about this because Whipper,
Oh,
we're mates with him, but we want to.
Here we go. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Sotheby's auction.
100% getting that sword.
The
100%.
art of divorce. Now, these are the things that Russell
Is that
has.
what it's
Have
called?
a look at it. Look at the Sotheby's catalogue.
That's the actual catalogue.
How good is that? Just celebrating clearing out the closet.
Now,
But if you go through it, there's so much
Christ.
stuff.
is there anything there that you would like? I mean,
Swords. I am bidding on the swords.
the gladiator
100%,
swords.
yeah.
What about the armour there? How much does he want for the armour?
Yeah.
No, don't want to wear that on
Not
stage.
as cool as the
Too
sword.
heavy, too sweaty. Look at this though, mate.
A
He's got his
platinum
whole.
18 karat white gold fancy yellow diamond and diamond ring. Where's that from?
That is just.
He's got like 60 guitars for sale here.
Where's
Ed.
it?
Have a look at
Oh,
this.
you've got the whole thing.
Look at
Yeah,
that,
that's
mate.
the
It's
whole
full
catalogue.
on.
Look at it
Yeah.
So
Well,
he's got a whole lot of guitars.
I mean, Whipper texted him and said that he wants the chariot from Gladiator as a kid's bed at home, but Russell said it's going to be an expensive bed. So I don't know, Ed. Is there anything you can do to get it for cheaper?
if Ed, you want to start a
I
family,
I don't think anyone believes me when I go up and ask for a discount on anything. I think
that's
that's
not gonna
something
work.
that I'm not allowed to do
all
anymore.
right. Well, you're going to have to pay full price, but you can't tell me the chariot wouldn't make the most amazing
Oh,
kids
he's got
bed.
all this art as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots
He's
of
selling
Blackman.
everything.
Yeah.
Bloody
No,
hell.
I
that's
mean,
the
are you,
art of
are
divorce.
you a memorabilia man yourself? Can you remember anything that you? Is there an autograph that you got as a kid, or what's your most prized treasure?
I have a. What do I have?
Did you keep anything?
I
Is
got-
there a football side
I
with a
got a
jersey?
bass and got Paul McCartney to sign it.
Oh, wow.
That was that's probably the only thing
yeah.
I really like.
Wow.
Oh, and I have a saxophone that Bill Clinton signed.
Oh, look out! That was a big night.
And Ronaldo, the Brazilian
yeah.
football player.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, weirdly enough, I went to his house.
Yeah.
And he brought out a guitar that was fully signed by U2 from like the 1990s and was like, you have to sign it. And I was like,
I can't.
yeah, it's a bit weird. So now he's got a guitar signed by U2 and me.
And Ed Sheeran.
It's a bit.
I'll just
it's a
sign
bit
the
weird.
back of it.
Mate, he's got so much stuff.
mate. Keep the catalogue.
Can I keep it?
Yeah, go for
That's
your life.
gold.
I might
yeah,
have to
you-
bid on some other stuff.
Yeah, it's got so much gear. There's a $100,000 diamond ring in there.
Yeah. Is that his?
Well, I think it was a gift for his wife at one stage.
Mm.
So I don't know where he keeps it all. There's 2 life-size horses
Yeah.
which we used
A cased pair of dueling pistols. Wow.
in case you want to have a duel with any of your mates.
Mate. Oh, wow. There's all these
Yeah,
diamond
look at the
rings
jewellery.
here. Look
I
at
think
them.
the biggest lesson here is, though, Ed, is that you never want to go through Sotheby's for an art of divorce auction yourself, okay? So just try to...
How much for the gold
He's gonna
Rolex?
make it-
What's he got on the gold Rolex?
50 grand.
Easy.
Wow.
I'll get that, the chariot, and the 2 horses.
Bloody hell. He's
It
going to make a
is-
fortune out of this.
It is so good to have you back here. It's an
What a
absolute...
pitch.
But isn't that great? Yeah. It is brilliant.
Yeah.
It is so good to have you back here. Congratulations on the tour, mate. And
Thank you so much for this as well. This is
we
great.
got one more treat for you too, Ed.
Okay.
Because we're thinking we are quietly obsessed with the idea of an underground bar.
Okay.
So we thought if you're setting up and it's not finished yet, we've made a couple of bar mats for you, doormats, should I say?
Welcome Ed
So
on in.
welcome Ed on in. You can put that one at the front door.
And this one's for the the other one's for the underground tunnels as well. Just
So at the
just
start of the
low
tunnel.
ceiling. Watch your head.
What's your Ed?
That's
I don't think these will actually go in there.
Yeah,
They
if
will
you
actually
can.
go
I
in
hope
there.
so. I hope
we
so.
probably should have just stuck with the
The
cocktail
only
shaker.
the only
but
plaque that I have up in my house,
Yeah.
because I kind of got weird with having plaques up because it kind of seems a bit wanky.
Sure.
Is I've got an Aussie one with a hoodie and it says I've sold 1 million records in Australia and all I got was this shitty hoodie.
you're an absolute superstar. It's so good to have you back in our country.
Thank
Thanks for coming on the
Thank
Fitzhugh.
you.
Thanks.
Appreciate
It's
it.
great to
Thanks,
see you.
guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
No.